Hi everyone, Linda here again with you from Lane Jewellery. Today we're going to be doing a link, and I'm going to show you a variation. So it's like a 2-for-1 type link that you can do. I've been asked to show you the link first up, so people know whether they want to learn it or not. So this is a link that we're going to be doing, and I'll show you the variation on that one too. So you make 2 different links, basically using the same technique with just a little bit of a twist. Okay, so I'll just gather all my supplies together and I'll be back with you real soon. Okay, back with you. So we're going to be using an 18 gauge wire for this link. You could use a 20 gauge or even a 16, just depending with the 16 how strong your fingers are, whether you feel you need to anneal it first or not. Totally up to you. Okay, so we're starting off, we're just going to, I'm working off the reel. I'm just going to flush cut my wire. And if you noticed, I've got a nice new mat here. And I'm also filming at a different spot. I'm filming at my actual workbench today. I just wanted to see how I go, whether I feel more comfortable filming here or not. If the lighting's a little bit different, I'm sorry about that, but I'm just using the light on my magnifying lamp because it was too hard to try and bring over my other circle light. Anyway, on with the link. So first one we're going to be doing is, let me just grab here and show you. Again, I know I showed you first. Where did I put it? There we go. So the first one we're going to be doing is this one. This link here. You can do this one 2 different ways. I'll show you as we go along. Okay, we're starting off with a loop at the end, and I did have some marks on my pliers. I can just barely see them there. I'll just mark those again. This is probably easier working here as well because I've got everything at hand. I don't have to stop the video and get up. There we go. So I've got that mark there so you can see. And I'm starting right at the beginning of that mark. And I'm turning a loop till it touches the wire, which is a bit hard to bend when it's, I show you when it's on the spool, but just till it's touching the wire like that. Then we're coming in down on the furthest part of your round nose pliers, and we're bending back like this all the way around until it crosses over. Hoping this lighting's okay. I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comments if it's not. Okay, so we've got something that looks like that. Then we're inserting our pliers in like that, and we're coming around, and it's a little bit harder on the spool, but it's saves wire, and you don't have to be doing measuring, and you're just going to bring it around all the way around. It's a little bit hard for me to see on camera, but I think I've got that right. Yeah. And then grabbing your cutters, and you want a very sharp pair of cutters for this as well. Getting it right there. Oh, there we go. I've got it now. So I've got it right there on the edge. I'm going to grab my pliers and just give that a squish down. Now, if you haven't cut it, so it's just sitting on the edge there, just take, like if it's hanging over a little bit, just take a little bit more off. You'll notice that as soon as you squish it down a little bit, but don't squish it too hard. is the main thing. And then just straighten everything up if it looks out of whack. Okay, so that's our first link. We'll make another so we can join them together. So flush cutting again. And right on the beginning of that mark, I'll measure where I've got that mark on my pliers in a moment for you. And turn that all the way around till it's touching up to the largest part of your round nose pliers, bending that wire around, coming all the way around, crossing over like that, and then inserting your pliers back in, starting that bend, and then you have to reposition. I also have to turn my wire over so I can get it to cooperate with me, and bringing that loop all the way around, and grabbing your cutters and cutting that off. Now if you want to link it the way that I linked it on where it is. If you want to link it like that, then we need to open one of these up. So you're just going to move my camera down a little bit here. I seem to, hopefully that will keep me on camera. New setup, getting used to it. Open that up a little bit like that, hooking your loop through, and then closing that one up. So then you have a link that hangs like that, if you can see that. Now if you wanted to do it another way, you could just link them with, I'll open this one back up again so I'm not taking up too much time making a whole nother link. Close that back up. Now you can hammer these as well if you like. Hammer your little ring part there. Because they come, you've got one loop going one way and one loop going the other way, it makes it a lot stronger link. I've got a couple of little jump rings here. So just grabbing 2 pair of pliers, opening that up, hooking through that one there, the top one, and the other one you hook through the bottom like that, and then close the link up, close the jump ring up, I should say. Make sure they're closed all the way, and you could have your link hanging that way instead. So that's up to you, whichever way you want to do it. Like, give them both a go. Why not? You're just going to make your chains look just that little bit different. Okay, the second one. Okay, taking a deep breath. I've been told not to rush, so I'm not going to rush. Alright, so we're still working off the spool. I've flush cut my end, and I'm using a smaller pair of pliers. Now, I was going to measure these ones for you. I'll do that first before I forget about it. Okay. To where that mark is, the beginning of the mark is about 4 millimeters. Now I'm not going to try and work that out in inches, guys. Sorry, that's just way too hard. So 4 millimeters, that's all I can do to help you with that one. You have to figure that one out for yourself. Okay, so for this one I'm using a smaller pair of pliers. You could use the pair that I was just using, but I find it easier to use these ones, so that's what I'm doing. Again, we're turning a loop. And we're coming down to the largest part of these pliers, the round nose. And we're turning a loop. Now this time, instead of going up and over in front, we're coming behind. I didn't show you the link. Let me show you the link first. This is I won't show you that side first. Okay, this is the link that we're making here. And this is a variation on that link. Now all I did was one going this way, one going the opposite way. So it's exactly the same link. Actually, this one's smaller and this one's bigger, but I wanted a bit of variation on the chain, if you can see that, holding them both side by side. I think you could look at that one. Okay, put those aside. So let's get moving on, shall we? Oh, shall we? Oh my goodness, a funny story to tell you about shall we. I don't normally tell stories, but I'm going to tell you this one because it's quite funny. Okay, I'll do the link and then I'll tell you. So we've got that one coming from behind, and all we're going to do is bring the wire around. Now you'll have to change hands here. Sorry, not change hands, change positions. So I've just turned my reel of wire over, and I'm coming up through the middle of those and pulling that one around till it meets up there. And then I'm going to grab my cutters, and I'm going to cut that. And as I said, you need a sharp pair of cutters for this. And if you can't get hold of it straight away, just lift it up a little bit. Normally I can get in, but it's just the angle that I'm working at the moment. And then give that a little push down. So the shall we story. I was minding at that stage he was 2.5, I think, or just turning 2.5-year-old grandson, and we were inside in the living room, and I said to him, let's go. It was a beautiful day, so I said to him, let's go outside, shall we? And I'm holding his hand as we're walking down the hallway, and he said, Nanny, he said, my name's Declan, not shall we? And I just absolutely cracked up. I just it was the funniest, just the look on his face, and oh gosh, it was just gorgeous. Okay, so I've got that one made. I'll make one more of those and we'll put it together. Now again, you can link this the same way I linked this one to start with, without the jump ring. So you'd open that end up here and pop it through, and then you'd have one going that way and one going that way down the chain. So again, totally up to you. Flush cutters, and where am I around those pliers? I just had them here. There we go. I've got 2 pair of yellow handled pliers now, and I get to pick the wrong ones up all the time. I mix them up. So turning a loop, and then coming back and behind, and putting your pliers in like that, starting your turn, going around as far as you can until it'll bump into the other wire. So that's when you need to turn your reel of wire over and also change positions. And it's just getting your hands in the, as I said, it's a little bit harder here for me under this camera. There we go. And bringing that one round. and then cutting. And then squishing that one down. And I didn't get that one very rounded, but again, that's because I'm under the camera and I can't bring it up to my face to see what I'm doing. But you can just adjust it. If it happens to you, just use your pliers. Get them lined up as nice as you can. Okay, jump ring. Two stuck together. Two pair of pliers. Opening that up. Now this is where you decide whether you're going to hang them going exactly the same way or hang them in the opposite direction. So it's up to you which way you do it. I'm just trying to think what chain I'm making at the moment to put mine together. I think I'm doing mine in the opposite direction. So I'm going to pop that on there. Grab hold of that jump ring if I can. There we go. And close that up. There we go, that's that one. Whoops, put these out of the way. That's that one put together. So it's basically the same link, but it's totally different. Same technique, same link. Well, different link. I shouldn't say same link, but, well, you know what I mean. I'm trying to find words to explain it, and I can't. So there are two links. I think they look absolutely beautiful. I'll show you again in the pieces so that you can see for yourselves. So this is a piece that I've just finished working on. I've just started cleaning and polishing it. So as I said, I've got a bigger link on this side, and that's the second link that we just made. And that's the same link, but smaller. And to make the bigger one, I did use my larger round nose pliers to get the bigger loop at the bottom. What was I saying? Yeah, so anyway, that's the link on that chain. I'll show you this one, which because it's got the other link on it. So that's our first link, and I've linked them together. And you, as I showed you, you can do them with the jump ring in the middle. Put it down, I can't hold on to it. With the jump ring in the middle to give it a different look. Again, you can see the difference there. This is another link that I've just been playing around with. A little bit of macrame and just some wire wrapping over there. And this is the link that I showed you last week. That's in the small link. And this is it in the larger link. There. So if you didn't see this video, I'll leave a link down the bottom for this link on that one. And that's pretty much all I've got to show you today and tell you, I think. Oh, one more thing. I just made it into the YouTube partner program. So down the bottom of my videos, down where you like and share and all of that sort of stuff, there's a button there called super something, I can't think what it's called now, super something or other anyway. That if you'd like to help me out, financial, I hate using that word. I hate asking people for money. It's not that I'm asking for money. It's just if you appreciate my videos, that's what I should have said. If you appreciate my videos and the time and effort and everything that I go into putting the videos out for you, and you'd just like to say thanks, that's what it's called down there, super thanks. Yeah, I'm not sure what the amount started. I think it might be $2. And it's just a one-off. You can just, if you like that video and you'd like to give me $2 for it, thank you very much. I totally appreciate it. And I'm just absolutely thrilled that I finally made it into the YouTube partner program. I'll be doing some more lives coming up shortly. I'm just working stuff out for that. And yeah, I've got a few other plans in the works. We'll just see how things pan out. Okay, everybody, thanks again for your support. Thanks for joining me today. What else was I going to say? Just stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So bye, everybody.